And we're recording.
Okay. All right. Hello, it's Aaron again. I'm in Euclid Public Library with some friends. We're just going to talk about Cleveland and have a little discussion. So let's go ahead and start off. Let's see who we have here. We'll start with you.
Hi, my name is Rashida.
I'm James.
Okay. All right. The first question is, how do you feel about Cleveland? And we're going to start with James.
All right. Cleveland is a good place. Full of diversity. A lot of people, different social backgrounds and whatnot. Some people would say it's not the safest place, but that's just it's a whole bunch of things that could explain why we do that, or I think we're just trying to do what we can for our people and stuff like that, And it's a good place. A lot of hardworking people. It's crime, but crime is everywhere.
Right.
So it's a great place.
It's crime in every city. So.
All right.
How do you feel about Cleveland?
I feel the same way that James feels. It's a nice place. There's crime everywhere, but you know how it is sometimes. I think it's just a beautiful place for people to go to if they want to enjoy themselves or find nice work and just
live.
Yeah, just
live.
live.
The next question. Favorite places to eat? Like, is there any companies that you know, or I should say restaurants that you know are locally owned, or really any restaurants for that matter? Just don't say McDonald's.
Right. Oh, I'm not. I'm pretty sure I can speak for like a good majority of Clevelanders and say it's Angela Mia's Pizza. A lot of people love that place. It's been around for a minute. Ask some old heads. They'll tell you that it used to be a time back when you can order your pizza without a big old screen being in between you and the the clerk. But yes, it's a great place, and they got some nice pizza. Nice large slices. How about you?
I really don't eat in Cleveland, so I really don't know.
You gotta don't give us that. You gotta have a place. Everybody eats fast food occasionally, but what place? She probably don't say Chipotle, but what place do you think that you go to more than any other place?
Well, I do go to this one Johnny's restaurant.
All right.
It's really nice. I like their sushi and everything.
Where?
Over there by down over there by Lakeshore, I think. It's somewhere around there, right next to Walmart, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, we still fresh out of high school, so we probably used to having our parents take us around, so we ain't used to them locations yet.
With the exception of me and Alex.
Don't forget about the West Side Market, guys.
Oh,
Right.
I love the West Side.
Oh, see,
Yes,
I didn't
that
think
is a
that
good
counted
place.
because
See.
that's a market.
Yeah, I was confused about it too, but I think you should include it.
Yeah.
I probably should have said places that you like to go in general, also include food. But
Let me tell you, they have the best
My
mangoes.
dad and me used to always go there every
Oh yeah,
summer.
I'll go there
Just
and
get
I'll always
food.
I will always leave with a stomach ache because I done got a brownie, a slice of watermelon,
Right.
a plum,
Nice.
all that, and some salsa. Some salsa.
I remember the first time I went, it was like a 4th grade field trip, and my mom gave me like $10, and I spent $9.50 at the candy store, and then I bought 2 uncooked hot dogs for lunch.
what?
Yeah, I was
Did you eat the uncooked hot dogs?
no,
You did it.
all right.
Okay.
I was just hungry for lunch.
I remember
The candy was
growing
good.
up
The
there
candy.
with My dad and my father, we used to go up there and get meat from the meat place, get fruit, go somewhere in Cleveland and have a nice picnic. Oh, it would be nice. I would just smash
Oh, my goodness.
delicious sandwiches that he makes.
Man, I haven't gone up there in quite a while. I used to go up there with my family all the time. We used to get a whole bunch of fruit from there, watermelon and oranges, all type of stuff. But I'll tell you, a different place I like to go. I don't know if y'all ever heard of it. It's a donut place called Biagio's. No?
I think my mother I think she
I
talked
think my
about it.
mom told me about it, but I've never been.
Biagio's is beautiful.
Yeah,
It's beautiful. Beautiful donuts. Tastes great. It's not expensive. Sound like I'm doing a commercial right now, so I'm gonna be quiet. I gotta mention one other place too. It's an ice cream place called Mitchell's. Mitchell's.
Nah, I
Mitchell's.
think I
Never
went
heard of
there.
it.
I think I went there before.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I like Mitchell's too because a lot of their stuff is local and it tastes pretty good. So
Yeah.
I like Mitchell's. What do you think the people need to do to get Cleveland better?
Bro, we need to stop fighting amongst ourselves. You know, it's just a lot. Like a lot of the minorities within the city. You know, like Hispanics and blacks alike. You know, we do a lot of we cut ourselves off from each other, and we focus on the greater good of our families and our families alone, and not the greater good of
People.
everybody, like Clevelanders in general as a community. So we'll do these things like, you know, shout at each other, yell, make a gang, and then start, you know, warring, turf fights, all this other stuff. When what we need to be doing is make sure our people is good as a whole, so that when a problem do come and we want to speak up about it, just like Trayvon Martin incident or wherever, you know, like if that happened, something like that happens, you know, again, we can be better suited and better equipped to, you know, speak out with it, because we've shown prior that we have unified, and it just didn't take somebody getting shot just for us to be like, hey, you know, something's wrong, we need to talk about it.
Say something about it.
Speaking of unification, did you guys hear about the Cleveland Renaissance movement that went
Yeah, I heard about
that went on last month?
I actually didn't.
It was I actually participated in it. It was a march from MLK High School to the Free Stamp in downtown Cleveland.
Right.
And it was just a great thing. It was just protesting everything that we thought was wrong with our society in Cleveland. And I don't know, it was just powerful. It showed that we as a people can unify, as James was saying. And it was just really, really cool. But then there's been talk of Cleveland being the next to riot, like Baltimore is. I wanted to get into that.
Well, to me, I feel like that they need to stop thinking that Cleveland is just a bad place to be or live, because it's just, we all, like James said, we're unified. We're all together. We're trying to work each other out and work with each other and just see, just to live in a better environment and everything like that, you know? I think the movement that Alex was saying was powerful and was just amazing to think of. But I'm just saying they need to stop talking about how we're not, how we're a bad community.
It needs to be more positive talk. And
positive.
That's what I was thinking.
More positive, because we all the same. Everybody in the world may have different.
We're in the library.
Sorry. We're all the same. Like we're all born the same. We're all people that come.
We're all human beings.
Yeah, we're all human beings. We're not just we're category like, Cleveland's good or Beechwood is just.
Right, you in the library. I get it. Like you feel it. You're like, yes, we should unify.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, it's. I don't want to be Cleveland to be
categorized.
Yeah, categorized.
And I think a lot of it starts here, like you're saying. It needs to be more positive talk. Because really, a lot of it's just negative. Cleveland sucks. Cleveland stinks. Cleveland's this. Cleveland's that. And I really think, with the if there was more positive talk in general, we wouldn't have to worry about people trying to get together and riot. We wouldn't have to. There wouldn't be rumors going around. There'd be less violence. People would be more, ready to try to solve problems instead of make them. So
right, and solve them peacefully, because a lot of people will think like, yeah, we got to get together and solve the problem, but they'll look at it like, since Cleveland is a bad place, and since they expect us to retaliate or do anything violently, since they think we're animals, we should just show them that we are animals, and that ain't the way.
I hate that type of mentality. Like, that's how people are sometimes.
Yeah, and that's the same way, like, Cleveland already bad, so why I gotta do good, you know? The street already dirty, so why I gotta throw my stuff in the recycling bin since it's already a wrapper on the ground? Let me just put my wrapper, because I don't feel like coding it until we get, and that's the type of stuff that, you know, that's not just gonna doom, you know, Cleveland, but, you know, the world in general.
Right.
We're gonna be hit. Yeah.
Well, since you guys are talking about it, let's talk about something positive.
Right.
Yeah. See, I was expecting for you to go to basketball. Like,
Yeah,
No,
I was about
thinking,
to.
I was thinking we can, we were talking about us graduating, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times, you know, that's undermined, like, you know, as a whole, you know, like, it's rare that you see a group of people come together besides, other than a commencement ceremony and talk about, yeah, we did it, and, you know, what we did to get there, you know. Because, yeah, you got the valedictorian, you know, giving a little speech, but it ain't the same for everybody.
right.
You know, chances are the valedictorian knew what to do from day one and did it. But it's rare that we hear about a person that, you know, came into high school, didn't know what to do, and made it, and still kind of don't know what to do because school did a poor job of, like me earlier before we started this video. You know, like, so we could just talk about that, you know?
Right. I don't know what to do. I'm graduating. It's kind of like, okay, people are like, your GPA is nice, you know. Go to college. Honestly, if I went to college right now, I would slide. I really would. But so I'm probably gonna just take this year to figure things out and see what I can do, you know, to be positive in the community and stuff like that. But I'm happy I made it this far.
For me, I got a 2-year scholarship to Tri-C, but I still have a low GPA. Like, I'm just upset at the fact that I got that low GPA and I wasn't able to go to a Division I school. Because a lot of people expect bigger things because I play basketball, I do track, I'm a star athlete, I broke the school's record and stuff, but my grades was my GPA was low, but I know in my heart that I gotta keep working hard and doing better before I can go back up. And I'm hoping that after those 2 years at Tri-C and everything will help. I can go to a Division I and transfer.
Right. And a lot of teenagers, they don't understand that you know, people going, like your parents and whatnot, they have these high expectations, you know, for you as a motivator. You know, whether or not you achieve them, it's good that if you do, you know, meet those expectations. But I feel like if I was a parent, you know, and I wouldn't really care. And we get wrapped up in it, you know, we get wrapped up so much in the expectations of our peers, of our parents and teachers and whatnot, that we'll lose focus. And then when we do come up short, not because, you know, we suck, but just because we beat ourselves up. And we get down. And then when you end up dragging far, getting into a rut of disbelief that, you know, we aren't good enough. You know, we shouldn't do that. Like how you were saying how your GPA low. That doesn't matter. You know, naturally, I think it's one of those, it's like me personally, I believe that it's a universal law, and this goes with everyone, that when you are good, you know, like exceptionally good at one thing, something else is gonna fall because that your focus is right there. But that's nothing to be ashamed of, you know, because
I always felt kind of ashamed of that because my mom expected great expectations, but in the end, I feel like I let her down because I didn't do great on my.
But you did great. But you did great on track and field and in basketball.
Right, and you still have a full ride. You still can go somewhere. You know, there are some people who don't have that. Don't even have that. You know, but like, you know, some people are good at particular things, like James was saying. Some things they're not so great at, but really they gotta find, their own thing they can do. What advice would you give to some of these underclassmen or people that are about to start high school?
I would basically say is don't be so eager to fit in. Don't. A lot of people go in there and make that mistake like, oh yeah, that's the end click, or I'm not gonna survive unless I got a group of friends, or or just listening to these songs and be like, yeah, F these other dudes because I'm down with my dudes, but you gotta wait, I like to believe good things come to those who wait, and you gotta always test the waters to see who you are compatible with and like what interests, suit you, and like where does that place you in the whole, in the great pie chart of high school. I guess try things, volunteer, sign up for these programs, do something like ROTC if your school has it, newspaper, like a key club if you got it. Just test the waters and play at your strengths. Don't sell yourself short, and don't sell out. Don't become something that you aren't, or make the mistake of investing in a social crowd to the point where when you graduate and look back, you're like, damn, that was me, something like that.
For me, my advice is to work hard, but also have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not having fun, it
don't matter.
It doesn't matter no more. Like, I work hard, I have fun, I do a lot of activities and everything like that. I'm just saying, like, at least I stay focused on what I'm supposed to do, but in a way I must have a little more fun with it, because if you're not having fun, it's
gonna be boring.
It's boring. It's just gonna be boring and everything like that. And just be you. Just be you. There's no point, like James said, there's no point of fitting in. There's no point of doing all this extra stuff and everything like that.
If you're not comfortable.
Right. Just enjoy yourself. Just be you. This is your time to shine,
Me, the advice I have to give is similar to both of yours. Would be yourself, but also try new things. Me personally, I kind of wish I would have did I believe it's a post-secondary program.
Yeah.
Because at the end, like if you have a trade or skill, that's great. If you graduate with a trade or skill, even if you still want to go to college, But me personally, I wish I would have, really got on that and had something when I finished, So find something a program that you can like if your school offers it. And with me, I'm not big on the after-school activities, but I will say there is one or two out there that probably want to interfere with what you have to do, but that's a personal choice.
And if you got the time, you really should invest into it. Some people, but depending on your parents or whatever, or what you got to do, what you're invested in outside of school, you may not have the time, but if you do, you should
go out there and enjoy it.
If you don't mind me asking, individually, what are you guys' single greatest moment of your high school career?
I already got one.
I guess it's just all right. I'm a lead off with it. I guess it was when high school career. I didn't really have a lot of great moments. Besides, a lot of drill meets or whatever with the, ROTC, but I had to say it was becoming the executive officer, because it's like people told me that I wasn't going, people said I wasn't even going to make any top 5 staff within the program, and coming from, how I acted as a first year cadet, a freshman, to now, I think it was a huge improvement. And the way I handled myself as the executive officer, or XO, how they call it, the way I handled myself, then I did a great job in representing myself, my family, and you know, my social background, just the unit in general. You know, I think that would be my greatest moment. Team 4 bars. I'm sorry, I just had that out there.
I'm torn because I had a few good moments. I'm torn between being a founding member of the video game league in my school. That's most schools don't have that, and you know, Microsoft's trying to spread that throughout. But you know, that's pretty cool. We were the first ones to really do it, so that's great. And another thing would probably be the little events we had with whenever I could perform poetry, because I love my poetry.
Right.
Well, my thing was mostly from sport-wise and stuff.
Right.
Playing 4 years on the varsity level and being captain for 3 years for each sport.
You hit varsity your freshman year?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you a beast.
Yeah, I played varsity for basketball and track. I've been the captain for track for 2 years, and I've been the captain for basketball for 3 years.
Now,
but the biggest one.
You didn't. Oh, you about to say it? You about to
Yeah,
say it a
the
bit?
biggest one is being the school's record.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say, like, you not gonna mention your record, you know?
I beat the school's record, which is 30 years old, from 1983. And it was for in shot put. I threw the record was a 42-11, and I threw a 44-9.
Hey.
And I'm just proud of myself because I get a chance to, you know, I get to gloat in the moment.
Yeah, you got bragging rights until somebody break it, so have fun.
I'm gonna have fun.
Maybe it'll be another 30 years.
Yeah, you know.
I know you're behind
That
the
thing
camera,
is
but
heavy.
you, Alex?
The top two were, for one, my first time commanding, which was actually my senior year. I don't know, it was like, I had a week to prepare, and I think I did all right. It was just like my first time officially leading something really huge that I chose to do, because starting off my high school career, I really didn't want to lead anything, even though people told me like I would be a really good leader for stuff. And I never really wanted to be a leader because there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that I wasn't really wanting. But then like my first time commanding, it was a really positive experience for me, and it felt like it will lead to me doing a lot of other leadership positions in the future. And then the other experience was my last military ball, which is basically prom for ROTC. And since I'm not really the type of person who likes parties or dances or any kind of ball, that was probably the last time I'll have fun doing anything like that, because I was around people that I really, really knew. And, you know, I'm not going to prom or anything because I'm not comfortable in that kind of place, but, you know, military ball was really, really comfortable for me. And it was just really, really fun. That was probably the funnest time I've ever had in my life.
What are you guys gonna feel like? Like how?
I'm probably feel the same way now. Like, bruh, like it's real. I need to start, you know, making this paper now. You know, it's real. It's no more telling my mama, I can't get a job, school. You know, I can't use that no more as a barrier to slow her down, because you know. But it's gonna be a nice feeling, you know, nice. Like, yeah, I did this, turn up, but it's never over. You know, achieving great things is never over until, you know, take that dirt nap.
I'm gonna feel a similar way. I'm gonna think like, okay, school, all these years I've worked for, this is my moment. I've finally made it this far, right? Finally, you know. Some people struggle to get this far, and I had my times where I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this class, get this over with. I'm gonna be like, it's all over for that, you know. But you know, it's time to really get started on, you know, with other things, with other projects, to really mature as a young man and see what I can do to make a difference, to help people, you know, individually and in a community, bigger, you know, group of people.